I saw a post on Twitter the other day that got me thinking. It said, "What you do in private shows in public. The reading that you do shows up in your conversations. The diet that you have shows up in your energy. The discipline that you have shows up in your confidence. And the focus that you have shows up in your results. You are what you cultivate when nobody is watching." This got me thinking about the decisions that I make behind closed doors. I'm in my 30s now, and I feel like I've figured out a lot of things. I'm still figuring out some other things. But in this video, I'm going to share 5 things that I wish I knew in my 20s. Number one, money matters. Now, when I say money matters, I'm not saying that you need to be rich or that you need to have a lot of money. There's actually an important distinction to make here, which is having a lot of money is less important than figuring out the amount of money you need to afford the lifestyle that you like to live. Many people have gone on record saying that more money doesn't necessarily equate to happiness. My mindset shifted regarding money when I started looking at money as a tool. Whether we want to believe it or not, we do need money, and its value comes in the opportunities that you're afforded when you do have money. I like to think that money is a tool that can help you buy back your time. And at the end of the day, it's one of the most important currencies that we have in our life, time. We can't get it back, and it's in a limited amount. And so when you can use money in such a way that you can buy back your time to do the things that you love or to spend quality time with the people that matter, then it really becomes a tool that can be used in a valuable way. I started working when I was 15, but I spent the majority of my 20s with a small amount of money in my bank account. And I wasn't really focused on important things like savings or retirement funds or investments. Rather, I was pouring all the money that I was making into experiences and traveling. I don't regret that at all because it shaped me into the person that I am today. And I feel wealthy as a result of the experiences that I've collected. But if I were to understand this fact in my 20s that money matters and be smarter about these things, then I would be in a much better position today. A suggestion for you is to take a financial literacy course or to seek out somebody that knows a lot about money or who can teach you a couple things. Khan Academy, which is an educational based platform, offers a free course on financial literacy. I went through this course. It has several modules and units and quizzes, and it was very useful for me to just develop a general knowledge about finances in general, and it helped me to really get on the path to being smarter with my money. It came at a great time in my life because when I started to make more money, it didn't just sit there or I didn't just burn through it. I actually knew what to do with this money, and I'm in a much better position now than I was before I took the course. Number two, get clear on your purpose. I lived and survived through all of my 20s, and I'm very clear on the fact that your 20s are meant for experimenting. They're a time when you can make mistakes, try out new things, and really figure it out what it is that you're passionate about or what makes you happy. If you don't put yourself out there, or if you're not willing to try new things, then what you're passionate about may never become clear in your mind or in your life's mission. You might find yourself wandering around aimlessly because you're just unsure of what it is that you want to do or where you want to spend your time and energy. If you get clear on what it is that you want to do or what your purpose in your life is, then you won't have to worry about wandering around aimlessly, and you can thus turn around and pour your time and energy into these things. When I was in my 20s, I actually realized this quite early on because I moved abroad when I was 23, and I understood that I was meant to travel and connect with people and to learn and constantly challenge myself. But I think that if I was more intentional about seeking out experiences that aligns with my values and what I wanted out of life, then I could have spent even more time pouring my time and my energy into the things that I really love. Whether you figured this out or not, I think that life has a beautiful way of naturally showing you these things as you go about your days. You'll be able to realize or understand what makes you feel good and what makes you not feel good. And you'll eventually start to gravitate more towards the things that make you feel good. Over time for me, that's become quality time with family and friends, traveling, growth, learning. My health is a really big one now. A suggestion for you to figure this one out is to sit down, journal, and ask yourself what brings you happiness. Make a list and determine if you're putting enough time and energy into those things that make you happy. Number three, preserve your time and energy. So let's say you become financially independent and you get very clear on what it is you want out of life. Well, what good does that do if you don't have the time or the energy to put back into those things. Do an audit of your life and figure out what are the things that are giving you time and energy and what are the things that are taking away your time and energy. Make the necessary changes so that you're focusing more on the things that give you your time and your energy back. One thing that I've realized as I've continued to get older is that your time and your energy become so precious. The sooner you can redirect yourself towards things that are giving you time and energy, the better you'll feel about your life. You'll feel like you've reset your compass and that you're headed in the right direction. This one is especially important to me because it's all about self-preservation to me. Whenever I'm invited to an event or there's a decision I have to make regarding if I have to give up my time or energy, I'm always hesitant or take a step back to determine if it's a good decision for my life or what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. If I feel like it's going to take time and energy away from me and it's not valuable, then it's an easy no. Conveniently, I made a video about the art of saying no, which is definitely a skill everyone should work on, which you can find here linked at the top of this video. Saying no is important because it allows you to prioritize yourself. There's never any situation where you should feel guilty about prioritizing yourself, and make sure that your circle is filled with people that understand that fact that you're saying no because you're prioritizing yourself, and that is not personal and it doesn't have anything to do with them. Number 4, don't live in fear. You will have heard me talk about this multiple times on this channel, but I am convinced that fear plays a major role in all of the decisions that we make in our lives. I recently read something that said that humans are born with 2 fears. That's the fear of heights and the fear of loud noises. Any of these other fears that we have are based on conditioning or the way we were raised. When I read that, I was kind of mind blown because it really is a testament to how we're kind of taught these things. We're taught to be afraid of these things. And in turn, that influences in a negative way. Imagine if we didn't carry around all of these fears. To be fearless is an incredible way to navigate life because you're trying new things, you're having positive experiences, and you're growing as a result of that. Along those same lines, I view fear as opportunities for growth. I've really worked hard on being a fearless person. I think my brother and I are the same in that way because all our life we've been so willing to face whatever it is that challenges us or makes us scared, and as a result we come out on the other side, and every time we do, we build that confidence, we stack chips in favor of our identities as fearless people, and that is like a snowball effect. It allows us to continue those habits and to assume the identities of people who are fearless and who will just do anything. At this point in my life, I truly feel like I'm in an expansive state, and that has a lot to do with the fact that I try to live my life with 0 fears. Obviously, I'm a human, and there are things that still scare me and always will scare me, but I'm never willing to back down simply because I'm scared of something. So this is your sign to finally do what you've been spending so much time thinking about. Start the side hustle, take the trip, ask that person out, do something that scares you. What it really comes down to is, are you willing to be comfortable with being uncomfortable? If you can make a habit out of that, then your life will change and the sky is the limit. One of the reasons I feel so privileged and lucky to live this lifestyle of living abroad and traveling for so long is because it's when I feel the most challenged and when I feel the most scared. There's so many situations that I encounter while being abroad and having to speak foreign languages and to get along with people that are vastly different from myself. And this has all forced me to confront a lot of the fears that I have on the inside. As a result, I've expanded, I've grown, I've become the person that I am today, and I feel like a really capable person. There's nothing that I can't do. Suggestion for you, start small and just practice. As with anything, which you'll hear on this channel multiple times, practice makes perfect. So if you want to make a habit of facing your fears, start small. Maybe try one new thing per month or every few months. Try a new thing that scares you and make that the focus of your years. So if you're doing it every few months, maybe you try 4 new things in 1 year that scare you. If you're more willing to do it every month, then you can try 12 new things that scare you in a year. And eventually, like I said, you'll start to shape your identity as someone who's willing to confront their fears, and then the rest will snowball and you'll reap valuable rewards from that. Number 5, habits are everything. There's a reason why an entire section of my YouTube channel is dedicated to habits. Habits are the invisible architecture of our daily lives. We repeat nearly half of all actions that we do every single day, And it's an incredibly powerful thing if you take an audit of your actions, your habits that you do, and you examine if they're healthy or if they're serving you well. Creating healthy habits and routines has the power to make you feel good, and it has the power to change your life. My routines and my habits are meticulously created. I'm very proud of the routines that I have on a weekly basis, which includes surfing every morning, going to the gym 4 times a week, going to yoga, therapy, massages. All of these things are crucial to making me feel good. And the idea here is that by being intentional about making good habits and routines, I then feel good and transmit that positive energy back out into the world and into my life. These tiny actions truly are the key to changing your life and to influencing it in a positive way. A suggestion for you, I conveniently made a video about the 4 foundational habits, which you can check out here, linked in this video. It really talks about how if you focus on these 4 habits, then it makes all the other habits in your life easy to stick. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for sticking along for the ride, and I'll see you next week.